Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. We're just going to wait a couple minutes for a few more people to join in. So hang tight and we'll get to our content here in a minute. We are going to do more of an educational topic today rather than an exercise. So I felt it was appropriate, especially the sooner we know this information, I think the better. So I had an exercise planned for today, but we're going to push that off to Monday, and we're going to get down to some good educational topics. So we have a good amount of people in here now, so we'll kind of just go a quick overview of what we're going to talk about today is how to boost your immune system. So I think this is very, very important, especially now when we're all trying to stay healthy as best we can. Now, most of the items and ways to stay healthy are going to be pretty easy. It's mostly going to be like food, hydration, exercise, things like that. So things that don't really cost money, things you can easily do starting right today. So let's dive in right away. First, we're going to talk about food. So we'll start by talking about some foods that are high in vitamins and antioxidants. So I think for most of us, the first one that comes to mind is going to be citrus fruits. Things like oranges, grapefruit, lemons, limes, things like that. Very high in vitamin C, which boosts the immune system. Also, many vegetables are high in vitamins and antioxidants. So vegetables like broccoli, red bell peppers, spinach, those kind of vegetables are high in vitamins A, C, and E, which also help to boost the immune system. And they're packed with antioxidants. Another great thing is green tea. It has an antioxidant, EGCG. It's a very long, complicated word that I wasn't going to try to pronounce. It's a very powerful antioxidant, so just having a cup of green tea every day, really great to boost the immune system, help to fight off those infections. And also yogurt. Yogurt has what we call good bacteria in it for our gut, and it helps to stimulate the immune system and fight off diseases. And it's also a good source of vitamin D, which helps to regulate the immune system. So let's talk about hydration next. Water is obviously essential to our body functions and essential to life in general. So what water does is it carries oxygen to our cells to promote proper functioning of those cells, and it works to remove toxins from our bodies, which would otherwise have a negative impact on our immune system. So there's a lot of mixed recommendations out there for water. So I'm sure most of us are aware of the 8 cups a day of water, which is about 64 ounces of water. I would say that's a minimum, that you should probably drink no less than 64 ounces. But really what I've come across is to aim for women about 2 liters or 72 ounces of water, and for males upwards of 100 ounces of water. So be sure to keep drinking that water. I know it can be hard when you're just sitting inside hanging out all day. You don't really think about drinking water, but try your hardest to just always have water nearby. So let's talk about exercise. So we aren't doing an exercise today, but we'll still talk about exercise. So exercise is very important to how our immune system functions and how our body functions in general. As far as the amount of exercise a day, we should really try to aim for about 30 minutes on most days of the week, at least about 5 days a week. And that can be broken up. You don't have to do all 30 minutes at one time. You can break it up into 3 10-minute sessions, 2 15-minute sessions, whatever you feel comfortable with. So what exercise does for our bodies is it increases blood circulation, and we have cells and antibodies in our blood that travel throughout the body. So when our blood is circulating better and at a higher rate, we can get those cells and antibodies around the body to fight off any infections that we might have. It also acutely increases body temperature, which can help fight infections and prevent bacterial growth. So just like when we have an infection, our body spikes a temperature to fight off those infections and bacterial growth. The same effect happens when you exercise. And exercise has been shown to reduce levels of stress. And I think we're all aware that high stress levels or continuously high stress levels can put ourselves at higher risk for stress-related illnesses. So it's always good to keep those stress levels down, especially now when there's so much uncertainty and crazy things happening. So keep on exercising, get those 30 minutes in a day. Lastly, we're going to talk about sleep. So sleep is another very important thing we need to do to help our body function properly. So during your sleep, your body releases antibodies and cells that help fight infections. So when we have lack of sleep, or lack of good quality sleep, I should say, the body's production of these cells is reduced, and therefore it's much harder for our body to fight off infections. So I believe the general recommendations for adults are right around 6 to 8 hours. For young children, it's upwards of 10 hours. So just be sure to keep a good sleep schedule. I know for some of us it can be hard to just kind of go to sleep whenever and wake up whenever. But as I mentioned on Monday, routines are a really great thing for the body. So try to get into a good sleep schedule. And too much sleep can actually also inhibit our ability to fight off infections and things like that, because you will be struggling eventually to fall asleep or to keep on sleeping. So finding that nice sweet spot amount of hours that you need, it really differs between each individual. But again, sleep, exercise, hydrating, proper nutrition, it's all going to help keep us healthy during this time. I hope that wasn't too much information in a short period of time, but as always, we'll be posting this right to our Facebook page. You can find it on the Youth Generations YouTube channel, so be sure to go there and check it out once again. I wanted to quickly make a note that Silver Sneakers is doing a live yoga class in about 20 minutes at 10:30. So if you go on to facebook.com/silversneakers, you can get in on their live yoga class. It sounds like quite a few people tune into that, so it should be a really fun, great exercise. It's where you can get your 30 minutes of exercise in already for today, and it's only 10:30. All right, thank you all for watching. Have a great weekend. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you all on Monday.